Haunted Towers Comedy Dinner Show for fans of the classic sitcom. Eat in a restaurant run by Basil, Sybil and Manuel, where the characters serve their guests a hilarious three-course dinner, Faulty style.
I think I might have heard the words health inspector.
It's Friday the 10th of June, and if there's a video today, it'll almost certainly be a rough cut of just the photo trail and video clips. And June's off to tennis at the moment, and she'll be off again with social tennis later. The only bright idea I had, I thought I might clear out the pond, but see what I could do in the space of perhaps no more than 15 minutes, half an hour. All part of the process of background information for the sort of guys that I'm looking for to help us get our head above water in both garden and the house. So now to check my emails. One of the things I have to put up with is Toadie helping in my morning routine of making a note of things like visits to various pages of the websites in order to give me warning of whatever it is, lots of emails or, oh God, he's attacking the camera now. I include this stuff for Toadie because there's some of our family that are obsessed by pussycats. One example is the handkerchiefs that June gets with pussycat prints on. Of course I don't encourage him, do I? I have got quite a lot of scars on me, not at the moment you'll notice, but it happens. Ow! Ow! Look what you're doing there. I'm just frozen. There we go. I always get the blame for it, that's the trouble. He's thinking of going over to the closed circuit TV. He often watches for animals over there, see if there's anything worth attacking. One way of using it is live on any of the cameras that we've got around. Another way is to look at past data, perhaps, and speed it up, like June going out to tennis. So she routinely moves the car first, that's my car, and then goes back, opens the garage door and gets into her car, closes the carriage door, and there's of course the important resident here, which is Snoopy on his robot boat waiting for the Atlantic. Of course the mirror works quite well. So that's the little demonstration of one lot of closed circuit TV. There's obviously lots of others. That's it, give yourself a good preening. I'll come back to what I was doing. I was just going to check the email and then the weather. Only took a moment to check the email on spam, pretty obvious what it was, my own email, which was the link to the video from yesterday. And
Life with the Lovelocks in Sunning Hill on Thursday the 9th of June 2022. This is a rough cut. You see us tracking, June doing the shopping. We had a pub lunch. I went back for coffee at Richard and Faye's. We did a bit of gardening.
I just show here that it's very easy to use the time bar on Google, YouTube, to look through what else is on the video. So there we go. This video from yesterday is about 19 minutes, and you get an idea of the content just by scrolling through it. If there's any particular bit you want to see, then you can stop on that. So that was the wildlife caught on the closed circuit TV camera. I'm explaining how to do that. Right, well, enough of that. Cancel that. There you go. Boring for most people, I expect. Looks like Toadie is now deciding to have a cat nap, or as some people call it, power napping. The other email was the low battery message from the Spot tracker, and it's telling me that the battery needs recharging, and while on about it, accept all cookies there, and we'll see how accurate the position is. I'm just zooming in now, and of course we know where the car's been parked, which is in front of the garage door. But of course the signal is being reflected, mean that the position that's shown is quite a few yards away from that. No surprise. Down towards the crossroads. Did I say the position was near the crossroads? Freudian slip, roundabout now. So that's our house on Armitage Court, and in fact it's a fairly recent bit of aerial photography. The camper van, Samantha's car, my car's normally parked there, so that imagery was taken when we were out somewhere. So let's go outside. Yes, Tony, continue to guard the place. And use the opportunity to show you the spare spot tracker. The first spot tracker that we got is in Snoopy's robot boat. Some people may try and see if they can read that code. So he's been waiting here for some time to make an attempt on the Atlantic. My car is round here. And there's the spare tracker in the boat. In the boat? In the car. Strong boy. All one take, you'll notice. So going back in, camper. He's decided to follow me out. That's a surprise. You can jolly well stay out now. Still some peanuts left from last night. And now we go, oh, be quiet because Samantha's working. and we're going to put it on charge. Then this little camera battery went flat, so I had to charge it up. There it is. And where were we? Oh, well, yes, I have charged up the spot tracker, and it's in the car, but something new developed. Checking emails and what was on and other things, there's an event I want to go to tonight. 40 Towers experience related things by the sound of it, but possibly even better. With characters like Only Fools and Horses, Carry On, Tommy Cooper, absolutely fabulous. It does sound absolutely fabulous. So I sent out a broadcast invite, but the important thing was to June and Samantha to see if they fancy going tonight. Plenty of time after tennis. Is June coming back?
Mm-hmm.
How's the tennis?
Yeah, okay.
Really good?
Yeah. Won one set, lost a set, so that's fair.
Right, okay. Right, well, I've got a treat waiting for you, but it's in the emails. Okay. That's what I was planning to do for a little while today, which is clear up the pond token. Things are very hectic. So, for example, we've got Richie coming next week to sort out the leak we've got here, which is holding up the next bit of work, which is the plastering. Yes. Everything overgrown, including the vines. Lots of work for handymen and gardeners on an hourly rate basis. So that work's been outstanding a long time, but hopefully it will progress pretty quick. And June's just agreed that if I can get a couple of tickets, you say it's okay, we can give it a try. Yes? Right. That's all I need to give it a try. So let's see if I can make a booking. Right. It seems, right, we're coming round to, going to go to Hilliers. June is agreeable in principle for us still going to that hotel near Fleet for a dinner. However, that event is not on. Charlotte rang from the hotel and that event is not on until October. So whereabouts is it you wanted to put the plants? What was it you were going to get?
Canners.
Canners. So we're going round to Hilliers because they got some stuff on special offer. And so roughly where were you thinking of putting them?
They were at the back there before.
Ah, right, okay. Well,
Where
there's
your thing is.
Ah, right, so there's room there. Yeah, no problem. Okay. And, well, and what I was going to do, when there's the time, is clear some of this. And there's a big difference if you compare what it was like a couple of months ago, where the water stream went through and kept it clean. The sundial is right. I thought she would be in a hurry, but she's not. We're going to Hilliers, and there's a stone place nearby. I'll look for a better solution for down the bottom of that down pipe. Bye bye, Snoopy. We're off. So, Hilliers. And for a change, we're going in June's car. Well, it turns out that Hillier is incredibly busy. very busy, and it could be a coincidence, but I reckon what I saw over there was probably Scott Sharp driving a vehicle saying E. Sharp and Sons. You probably don't recognise me, but we'll soon find out. I was looking for a suitable pot, probably plastic, for where the gutter downpipe is on the back of the house. There's all stone stuff here. There's the radio tower for mobile phones. Just a quick glance at Snoopy's robot boat. People have seen it before, and I'm going to hand the camera over to June, who's going to show me doing all the hard work of moving the turf from her car. This is a mash ice, must make sure I don't miss anything. And round the side of the house, because we recognised yesterday that another bit of turf would be useful. Which is half I cleared, going round to the back one. It's a bit foggy. So the simple solution is go back there, shift it about there, and then roll it forward. There we go. Not done neatly, but that can be done with a spade in a moment. Okay, end of clip, June. So, coming up to 1:15 English time, see how quickly I can find a spade. Well, there's one ready for me. And put that turf in. End of that take. And of course June is about to put some more washing up. So let me do this bit of gardening work. Not too bad a job. That's it. I'll put the spade away. So basically, didn't take too long. Time to put the spade away. And the main attribute I'm looking for any handymen or gardeners that work here is common sense. I'm sure you've seen these before. That was given to me by Jeff Sharp, the father of Scott Sharp that we saw in the car park. Yeah, usual signs. See if I can get in. June is having a quick lunch before she gets changed and goes off to tennis again. Social tennis, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't do a lot of heavy drinking, do you there? No, I didn't think so. Samantha's going as well to that, is she?
Yeah.
Ah, fine, okay, right. Things overlap and will confuse a lot of people, but the Sharps might be interested. That was given me by Jeff Sharp, the father of Scott Sharp, who amazingly we met in the car park. So here's a page tucked away called Thatcher, and in it is Scott Sharp's father, Jeff Sharp, who got some free publicity for his business, inherited from his father's business. That's why they're still called the business E. Sharp and Son. And here we go. On the right is Ern Sharp, who started a business with Jeff in the middle. There's another picture there, which I'm sure one of the Sharps will identify, and it might have been the father of Ern Sharp, Harold Sharp, amazing guy. Harold Sharp survived the Somme, and I fondly recall spending time with him in the 60s. And I see this note here from Robin in December 2020. This old Thatcher page was put up maybe 20 or 30 years ago. So I'll park this picture here. So I guess that's enough of a promo for E. Sharp and Sons, even though they are family. What next? I like that slogan. Tracking is caring, peace of mind for your loved ones. Don't forget, I'm not in the business of selling these sort of trackers, and this stuff I've got here is, I don't know how many years old, 7 years or something, and was something like £10 from China. But let's have a look at where June was on the tennis court. That's the last day's worth, going out shopping, when she went up for tennis, and where we've just been, Hilliers. So that's where her handbag was, left in the car this morning, and at the Royal Ascot Tennis Club, probably playing on those courts, and that was just around the corner from the Ascot fast station. According to that, she was there about 2 hours and 40 minutes. And here is June carrying her handbag around Hilliers Garden Centre, from there, according to that. That was the last information it had. And now she's back home. It's using a position based on Wi-Fi rather than GPS, and it's not too far from where we actually are. Some people would say good enough to say at 22 Armitage Court, but if it was really any good, it would say it sat in that particular chair in the kitchen. It might even say a few other things like what's going on at the moment. It's quite capable of that, believe it or not. But let's not let people get too paranoid. June's off now to the Royal Ascot Tennis Club for a second session today. Got a bag. Here we are. I'll open the door, madam. This is what they call social tennis. So she'll be going in the same car. And as always, be able to track her tracker wherever it is, which is normally in her handbag. Yeah, I didn't clean it up that much. Oh dear, that was the mess from the turf. I'll get into a lot of trouble over that. Just anybody, in case anybody wants to know the position of this corner, it's there, so-called Robin's Corner. I reckon we'll be wrapping up this video fairly soon, because there's loads of other things we might be doing later today. So this will be the first video today. Very rough cut, of course. Okay, have a good social tennis. I've just spoken to the Lismoyne Hotel, and it was it Amanda that I spoke first time this morning, thinking that event was on. June then decided, oh yes, we'll go along, even though it's just to have dinner. So I rang again. I spoke to, I'm just looking in my notes at the moment, spoke to Sandy on the same event number, and she put me through to reception, and it was Amanda that I spoke to before. So basically, yes, they do all sorts of things like accommodation, but it's agreed we can go over there, have a meal, and if any of our friends decide to go to the same thing and ring up, there should be no problem, including things like wheelchair access or whatever. So that wraps up this morning's video, because what is the time now? 2:30 in the afternoon. June's at social tennis now, and so very in a relaxed way. When she gets back, we can see about going out. And there is that rascal Toadie, but you're not coming with us for dinner. And I know he doesn't have dinner in a normal way. It's usually poor little birdies or mice that find their graves underneath. So that wraps up this video. Stay safe and look after yourselves.